Hello everybody, it's Simon. Today we're looking at an issue with an LG washer where the door won't lock and the DE error code pops up on the display. Don't worry, this is something you can handle yourself. I'll be right behind you just in case. We'll take a closer look at the door latch hook, door latch assembly, and the main PCB to solve this problem. Before we dive in, please give this video a thumb up and subscribe to our channel for more helpful DIY repair guides. Together we'll get your washer running smoothly again. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you to do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Let's start by gathering our tools. For the job, we need a Phillips screwdriver, a small zip tie, a side cutters, pair of pliers, flat blade screwdriver, and a multimeter. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your washer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off. If the door won't close properly and stay locked, the first thing to check is the door latch hook. It's located on the inside of the door and is spring-loaded. When the door is closed properly, the door hook is inserted into the door latch, pushing on the switch, and when the cycle is selected, the solenoid inside the switch locks the door. Check visually if the hook's end is broken. Push the hook to the right to see if it springs back hard. Then push it up and down. The normal operation would be springing back hard and almost no up-down play. In case the hook is broken or has substantial play, it should be replaced. The door latch assembly is mounted through the front panel with a couple of Phillips screws. The assembly itself is behind the front panel. It has a solenoid that latches the door latch hook when energized, and the switch that indicates the status of the door on the display. The door latch can be tested from the main PCB. Pull up your sleeves and using the Phillips screwdriver, take 2 bottom screws out from the rear plastic brackets near the top. Slide the top back for less than an inch and lift the top off. The main PCB is mounted on the inside of the cabinet in the top left rear corner, looking from the front of the washer. We need to take the PCB's cover off. First, undo the wire tie on a push-in retainer from the top bracket. Remove the black air hose from the water level switch and the clip. Using the side cutters, cut off the zip tie. Remove the Phillips screw in the upper right corner, looking from the back. Slide the control left, push it up, and pull it out. Free the harness on the side of the PCB housing. Next, use the flat blade screwdriver to undo the top and the side tabs and remove the cover. Pull it out of the way. Extreme care should always be taken to protect against electric shock, which could potentially result in serious injury. Please do not test live voltage if you are uncomfortable using a multimeter around live voltage. Locate the noise filter on the opposite side and insert one of the meter probes in the brown connector. Locate the white plug with 3 wires, orange, white, and blue, on the main PCB. Insert the second probe in the orange connector. Set the meter to ohms, horseshoe-like sign. If you are getting anywhere between 700 and 1500 ohms, then you are okay. Don't remove the probes. Set the meter to volts AC, letter V with a wavy line on the top. Plug the washer in and turn the power on. If you are getting about 120 volts AC, proceed to the next test. Unplug the washer. Set the meter for continuity, Wi-Fi looking sign. Move one probe from the orange to the blue connector at the same plug. The reading is supposed to be 60 to 90 ohms. We've got 103, which is still okay. For the third test, change the position of the probe from the blue connector at the squarish white plug to the black connector at the flat plug with 2 wires. The correct reading should be the infinity. If any of the resistance test fails, the door latch assembly should be replaced. If the voltage test fails, the main PCB is a goner. We completed our troubleshooting and found the guilty party. It's the door latch assembly. All we need to do now is to replace it. Using the flat blade screwdriver, Carefully pry out the metal retaining spring from the groove around the door seal. Pull the seal off the lip and push it inside. Using the Phillips screwdriver, take out 2 screws, reach in and fish out the door latch. Take the harness out of the retainer clip. Detach the plug from the latch. This is the old door latch assembly next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. Fish out the plug, connect the new door latch, place the harness in the retainer clip. Install the latch through the opening, then secure it with the 2 Phillips screws. Install the door seal onto the lip around the opening. Make sure it's seated properly. Put some liquid soap on the retainer spring and install it. Put the top and the left side in the groove with the spring at 6 o'clock. Grab the right side spring loop with the pliers and place the screwdriver at 2 o'clock. Pull hard to stretch the spring and use the screwdriver to install the spring in the groove. Check visually if the retainer spring is seated properly and then pull on the seal to check how it's seated. Now move to the top. Place the harness in the cutouts and lock the cover on. Run the side harness into the clip. Mount the PCB through the rear panel, slide it to the side to lock and secure with a single Phillips screw from the back. Zip tie the harness to the cover. Use the side cutters to clip all the extras. Run the air hose through the clip and install it onto the water level switch. Wire tie the harness to the bar, install the top panel, slide it forward to lock. Use 2 Phillips screws to secure it from the back. Plug the washer in and have a nice day. Once you pinpointed the issue with your LG washer, be it the door hook or the door latch assembly or the main PCB, make sure you have this model number ready and visit AppliancePartsPros.com to order your replacement parts. You can expect your order to arrive within a couple of days so you can finish the repair in no time. Our site also offers detailed video guides to help you smoothly install your new parts. We would love to hear about your repair story. Let us know how it went in the comments below.